Welcome to another episode of the Coffee Conversation Show powered by the Emerging India Forum, TEIF, and a tech partner, Prime Infotech Solution. Series is The Emerging Professional. Theme is Check What's Behind the Balance Sheet. Today we are at Pure Chocolate Bar, and we have with us a guest speaker, CA Gopal Sharma, partner at KTM Company, an experienced leader in the field of direct tax and advisory. He has over a decade of professional experience, navigated through various roles from his early days as an article trainee to establishing his own practice before becoming a partner at KTM Company. Gopal's journey is a testament to his dedication, experience, and passion for helping businesses thrive through inbound tax strategies and financial advisory services. So, Gopal, welcome to today's coffee conversation.
Thank you so much for inviting me over here. Thank you.
Yeah, so just want to explain you there are two rounds plus one more surprise round. So that is a rapid fire round, so which we come to know.
Sure.
So let's begin. So my first question for the professional journey: how did you decide to specialize in direct tax and advisory?
So basically, when I was young at the age of 10, I was staying with my relatives in Pune, and my uncle was into tax advisory. And that's when people used to call him, come to his office. And that's where my foundation to, okay, I have to do CA only. It's when I came to know, and I'm like, okay, this is the field I will pursue it further.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what are some of the biggest challenges you have faced in your role as a direct tax expert, especially with the constantly changing tax regulations in India?
Uh, so I would say the first and the foremost thing is making the taxpayers aware of the changing laws is the biggest challenge we are facing. Uh, every year or every 6 months, there has been change in the law, and with the rapid change in technology, uh, now the government is also aware of all the information of a taxpayer. Now, with the law and the information, we have to balance and get the things done in the time. So yes, we are gearing up with expanding the teams and hiring qualified staff to handle in a very professional manner.
Wow. Okay. Can you shed some light on the key difference between handling tax advisory for individual versus corporate companies?
That's a very nice question. So yes, for companies, the advisory comes to we connect with other chartered accountants who are their employees. So it's more of a very detailed discussion and finding uh, specific points uh, in the section which we can use to help the client save their taxes. Whereas in case of an individual, it's more about making them aware what existing law is all about. So yes, working with corporates is altogether a different ball game, and service and the delivery time is very much important over there.
Okay. Uh, Share some memorable cases where you have worked on for complex tax case, and what was your approach and best practices you followed over there?
So one of the most important cases is that we worked with a law firm recently, and it was a multiple transactions. It had Indian tax laws, it had foreign transactions also, and we were in a litigation before the honorable tribunal. Our role was mainly to guide the lawyer and where and what facts are there on the record. So a big corporate and having multiple offices in India abroad made the transaction complicated, and making those things in a factual and a very detailed manner. And especially when you approach a big law firm, uh, explaining to the lawyer about the facts is very much important. So yes, that's been a very complex exercise. I would say a full 15 to 30 days exercise in detail. Yes.
Wow. So how's experience been working with the appellate or tribunal with the government officials?
That has been very good. You know, they understand actual reality as to what the law is. Explaining at a tribunal level, they are very good in understanding and reading the law quickly. And if the case is to the point, they definitely give the correct, in the favor of the assessee. So approach has been good uh, wherever we have worked for. So yes.
Wow. So, Gopal, how important is forensic accounting in today's financial environment, and how do you incorporate into your practice areas?
So forensic accounting is the new, uh, I say a rising field. Upcoming chartered accountants should think of this area because the volume and the data size is increasing. Earlier it used to be a very limited number of transactions when we used to do it on paper, or now everyone has so many transactions. With GPay and all these make online transactions, we can now use specific softwares and mine the data. Not only mining, we'll also, it has both the sides. We can also advise the client how they should look at their cash flows, and the other side is what things are going wrong in their system and they need to be aware of is also possible. So I, thanks to our institute, I also attended the course of forensic accounting and fraud prevention, and the case laws and the things we see over there. What It's remarkable, and I think that's the future for Indian accounting. Personally, being into an advisory role, I per se is not into this field, but yes, my partners are handling forensic assignments.
Wow. Okay. How does your day look like at KTM and Company?
So yes, the work starts at 7 a.m. With all the emails. First thing is to reply and reading the latest updates. Every day there are so many cases which comes up. We have to go through them briefly so that we are up to date with the latest landmark judgments. So that's how the morning is been, and then once the team is in the office around 10, yes, getting the work done through them, and subsequently it's all meetings and phone calls for advisory. So that's how things happen till 5, and then actual work starts.
Okay. So, who's your role model, mentor, or who has influenced you from the world of chartered accountancy?
Uh, so during my uh, articleship, so basically I was pursuing my CA final course. So I attended a seminar of Dr. T.N. Manoharan. He's a chartered accountant and ex-president of our institute. Uh, you know, he also taught us about he was for the lecture speaker also, and attending his course, we came to know about so many things that we are studying, but actually in reality there are so many other things. As a chartered accountant, we can play a role in the most important business of our client. So that's the area where we thought, no, that's the advisory field, and we should follow this thing. So yes.
Wow. Okay. Now, so Gopal, how has technology and automation helped you in your accounting and tax advisory practice at KTM and Company?
Uh, that's a very nice question. It's been a very basic and the most important thing. The softwares have helped us in preparing the returns accurately, detecting and ensuring that there are no errors in the returns which are getting filed. So using the latest softwares is very, very important. They give us proper updates. Also, technology has helped us in staying updated. There a lot of alerts come to us as and when the decision is there, rendered. Also, tracking a particular decision. There are many apps which help us to know, okay, what is the current status of our matter before the tribunal or the Bombay High Court. So, technology is part and parcel of everything right now. Without this, there is no going forward. So, yes.
Wow. So now, Gopal, what advice would you give to young professionals who want to enter the field of direct tax or want to start their own CA practice?
Wow. So I would just tell all my young fellow chartered accountants that don't hurry. Okay, take small steps. If you have been from a big four or a different background and you still want to enter into the field of practice, first go to a small or a mid-sized CA firm. Stay there for 2-3 years. Understand how things work. We need to know from ground level, okay, how to appear before a basic income tax officer to a commissioner. Take that experience. I also started my journey I also got an offer from a very big firm, but since I had an objective of starting my firm, I declined that offer and went to a small firm. Now I actually knew how to handle a client. Okay, at a small firm, we are said, okay, go and meet that client directly, answer that client directly. So that direct exposure gives us confidence. We do our own research. It's not something we have to wait for. And after that experience and confidence, only and only we can handle any client and answer their queries. And the most important thing, this 3 years will help you save some money. Okay, you need capital to start your practice. First 4 5 years are very difficult. Okay, survival is the key, and stay focused, do work, and do sincerely. And after 5 years, things boom up. So
Wow.
yes.
Okay. So now, let's go to the next round, the personal round, and understand Gopal as a person. Tell us about your family and your formative years, Gopal.
Uh, so, uh, so when I lost my parents when I was quite young, at the age of 9, I was born and brought up by mama, mami, and then my brother and my bhabhi. Uh, I have a lovely wife, Preeti, and I have a 2.5-year-old daughter, Nivisha. So yes, family has been a very important factor in my growth. Without their support, being a CA had been very difficult because focusing your entire time for studies, and everything happens in the back end. They are there to handle. So that's the most important thing till date.
Wow. Okay. What does a typical weekend look like you, and how do you, what kind of activities do you do on your weekend?
So weekend has been for the past 4 years. Weekend has been more of work rather than family. With the growth which we are approaching, every year has been a new challenge. So Sundays has been more of how to take the firm in the next direction, or handle our bigger clients. But yes, trying to balance that with family in the evening or something. Otherwise, it's been now all professional time.
Wow. So, from your bucket list, what would you like to do in 2024 in the remaining months, professionally and personally?
So bucket list is to one of our big clients which we are looking forward for. We are trying to get them on board for all our services, and yes, to spend more time with family and trying to find that balance.
Wow. Okay. So, who are your closest friends and how have been their contribution to your life?
uh, Friends have been very, very, very important. Starting from my college days, one of all those friends whom I started with my college or my articleship. Uh, Today, I am either working with them, or they are my clients, or they are my guide, because they are at some level, wherein they are able to guide me in the correct direction. So all my friends, starting from my college days, my articleship, CA final, okay, post qualifications, I am so much connected to them that friendship is the main thing, and they are giving me guidance and support every place.
Wow. So, any creative interest or hobbies from childhood, or you have developed some recently?
Uh, so I've been more of a couch potato. So watching television, playing games has been, reading books has been my hobbies, and how I spend my time. So yes.
Okay. So, from your which is the television series or books you uh, have some fond memories or impact they have done on you?
Uh, so you know, all so basically it's not about the shows, but yeah, there is always a concept of confidence which comes. There are certain television shows which gives you this idea as to you can be independent. Okay, you can work towards your goal and you can achieve it. you know all those television shows have been something of a motivator.
Okay, so let's go to your college days, HR College of Commerce and Economics.
I've
So,
been very, very much fortunate to land up into that college. It has been a very, very important factor, because handling my articleship along with going to college, I got good support from my teachers, guiding them, academically and how to approach the exam, and all my friends, uh, whom I work with or are from my college days. So all of us started doing CA and all of us became chartered accountants. So yes, it has been a very important thing, especially being into an HR college, I would say.
Wow. Okay, so my last question. Describe Gopal in one line.
I would just views. I'm sincere, hardworking, and dedicated, and lastly, trustworthy, as all my clients, have their trust and faith on me that their services and their work will be done. So yes,
Wow. So let's have some fun. The rapid fire. You're an early bird or a night owl?
early word,
Okay. Uh, your go-to comfort food?
vada pav,
Wow. Your favorite ice cream?
vanilla.
Wow. Best piece of advice you have ever received?
Stay grounded and stay sincere. Things will work.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Let's do this. Your favorite color?
Black.
Your favorite holiday destination?
Lonavala.
Wow. So you did well, and you get this book.
Thank you so much.
So, friends, it was a lovely conversation we had with CA Gopal Sharma, understanding direct tax, his journey. It's an inspiring journey. Watch this episode when it's published on the Coffee Conversation Show, where we have over 200 plus episodes with different subject experts. If you want to be a coffee speaker, visit our social media handles or drop in a message. Our team will connect with you. Look forward to having coffee conversation with another speaker or a cup of coffee. Stay safe. Enjoy Sunday. Thank you.